Should you wear oud fragrances during summer? According to some, no. Every year, particularly in pockets of social media, there's a contingent who are staunchly against the idea. It's too intense, it's too heavy for the climate. Stick to lighter fragrances, they say. But if such fragrances originate from hot countries, and I'm talking desert heat in some instances, doesn't that mean something got mixed up here? Because it's not the fragrance that's the issue. It's about how Western culture, branding, and perfume lovers have all converged to create a consensus that's the opposite of the intended design. So let's get into it. First, let's look at what oud is. It's a type of fragrance derived from agarwood when the agar tree is affected by particular bacteria and molds. Oud originates from Southeast Asia and was adopted widely in the Middle East, a region where it has strong cultural roots and where it has developed into what we recognize today. In the Middle East, oud is part of the everyday fabric of life. It's infused in perfumes for body and home, with significance as a custom in hospitality, and it also has associations with the Islamic faith. Ouds are often described as heavy, intense, and thick fragrances. Their scent profiles are specifically formulated to withstand heat and last for a long time on warm skin. And in places where temperatures can soar to over 40 degrees Celsius, a well-worn oud can surpass that heat. That light citrusy scent that the perfume advisor says is perfect for summer, it will evaporate by lunchtime. So, what's the problem with people saying oud fragrances are not suited for summertime temperatures? Especially when those temperatures are happening in more temperate climates. It's this idea that not every perfume is for every moment. Even vanilla fragrances, usually considered one of the safer types to buy without first testing, has its own rules of engagement. Talk less of oud. That's mostly a Western thing. In Arab countries, ouds are worn throughout the year. Seasonality plays a big role in how perfumes are worn and marketed in countries like the UK and the US. A fragrance wardrobe, if you will, with aromas to suit every occasion. Perhaps so you buy more perfumes? Put away your sweet vanilla spritzer with your winter boots and bring out your breezy fragrance to match your linen shorts. Scents that have more tropical notes and lighter scent profiles are often highlighted as summer must-haves, reminiscent of travels to foreign beaches and humid summer nights. But ask yourself, is someone who lives in a tropical climate only going to be drawn to perfumes reminiscent of coconuts and pineapples? Who is that gaze for? Exoticizing fragrances brings a sense of excitement and levity to the feeling that a perfume offers, the vibe. And a lot of perfume marketing is about how it makes you feel, what it will transform you into, who you will become as a result of it. Case in point, perfume adverts. The running across the beach, the sharp gaze at the camera as the actress whispers the name of the perfume and the designer. That's part of the allure, and changing it up seasonally is a way to bring that dopamine hit with every spritz. More intense and richer fragrances are seen as more suitable for autumn and winter months. And let's not forget a floral opening note. It must be made for spring. Lifestyle marketing is another angle. If you've ever read about a perfume in a magazine or online, and some fragrances you'll see, they're said to be perfect for date night or ideal for the office. Fragrance is for context, and in the West, seasonality is major context. So when oud fragrances first launched to Western markets in the early 2000s, it was a novel concept that took some getting used to. In 2007, Tom Ford further popularized oud with his Oud Wood fragrance. That is considered to be a somewhat lighter oud scent made with a Western audience in mind, less intense than what you might find from a Middle Eastern fragrance house. But even when you check reviews online on sites like Fragrantica, thousands of perfume fans overwhelmingly agree this fragrance is better suited to winter and autumn time. And it's the same for countless oud fragrances and how they're talked about, how they're worn. And if you've ever scoured Perfume Talk looking for recommendations, ouds come up as a top choice for the cooler months. Reddit threads and perfume websites talk about accessible or beginner ouds to wear that aren't as intense or priced the same way as a stronger oud might be. Industry trends reflect this dipping your toes in approach. In Who What Where, fragrance experts say oud is used as a facet rather than a predominant note in Western fragrances. This is so it's more aligned to consumer preferences. A little oud, not too much. But this is in complete contradiction to the original intent and design of ouds and how they were originally conceived. Oud is worn day in, day out in these hotter climates. Then they should work best in summer months for more temperate climates, or so you might think. The main differentiator is the cultural understanding of how perfumes should be worn, and the rarely spoken of but accepted rules of fragrance etiquette that lead to unprompted no oud social media PSAs every summer. So if you're thinking about putting away your oud fragrances as it heats up, you may want to reconsider. In communities within the West where ouds are commonplace, it's less likely this discourse exists or is a major talking point. And even in talking about ouds, there's a variety of them with different scents and blends, so this isn't, pardon the pun, a one-note discussion. The truth is, only you know where and when you'll be and what might suit. But looking at where some of these stated norms emerge is a helpful reminder that these aren't fixed and change over time and place. As much as you're casually picking up a fragrance on a given day, you're also saying a little something about yourself, and that's often what lingers most.